Hello YouTube, Jeremy from Awaken Prepping here. Today we're going to be making some char cloth. I'm going to be using the rocket stove that I showed you in a previous video to do that with. Going to be using this Altoids tin here to cook our char cloth in. Okay, basically what I have here is an Altoids tin, and I've placed a tiny hole in the very top of it. That's going to allow a little bit of oxygen into this container while we're cooking our char cloth, and you really want to starve your contents of oxygen as much as possible in order to achieve good char cloth. See, inside it's just a regular Altoids tin, and what we'll do, I've cut up these pieces of this is 100% cotton, just off of an old t-shirt that I don't wear anymore. Cut it up into squares, and what we're going to do is we're going to place these squares in here in our char cloth container, close it up, and then we're going to put it on our rocket stove and cook it up. So let me get outside, get my stove set up, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. I got the rocket stove fired up here. Place the Altoids tin that has the pieces of cotton fabric that we're going to turn into char cloth. Close it up tight, and I'm just going to place that right on top of my rocket stove right here. Now what we're going to be looking for is smoke coming out of that little hole right there. Once we see smoke coming out of that hole, we know our char cloth has started to cook in there. Okay, so we've been cooking our char cloth now for about 3.5 minutes. Probably can't see it on the camera, but there's just a little bit of white smoke coming out of that hole there. That's what we're looking for. That means we have the action going on inside the Altoids can that we want, and it's transforming our cotton cloth into char cloth. Okay, so we've had it on for about 7 minutes now. No more white smoke coming out of that top hole, which is what we want. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to carefully remove this Altoids tin from the top of my stove, and this thing is very hot, very, very hot. It's been on here for quite a while now, so I'm going to want to let this cool off completely before I open it up. You open it up and you expose the char cloth while it's still hot to too much oxygen, it's liable to just catch fire right there, and then you have no char cloth. So we're going to set this aside, let it cool down for a while, and we'll be back to show you what the contents are. Okay, so we're back here with the char cloth. Haven't opened the tin yet. Let it cool down for about 30 minutes. Pretty hot to the touch. As you can see, it's pretty dirty just from sitting on top of the stove. All in all, we had it on there for about 13 minutes. 7 minutes after it started smoking, we took it off. So we're going to open it up, and hopefully we'll have some successful char cloth in here. Alright, you can see the inside of that is pretty caked up and nasty. Probably could have let it go a little bit longer. Got a little brown on this edge here, right around the edges. Didn't get done quite all the way. See what the bottom pieces look like. Pretty well. A little brown around the edges, but came out all right for the most part. Stuff's real fragile. There you have it, char cloth. Okay, so while we have this going here, I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of how char cloth works. Again, we took this regular old piece of cotton t-shirt and turned it into this. Basically, we cooked it without burning it. So now this material is very easy, very light, easy to put in a pack and travel with. But the benefit of it is that it's real easy to start a fire as long as you can make a spark with this material. And it doesn't burn. What it does is it creates a slow ember that you can then put into tinder to create a fire with. Alright, so we're going to give it a shot here. See what we can do. Alright. See there, one spark. You see those embers burning? I can take and fold that up, create a nice ember, and then put that into a tinder bundle and create fire. One successful spark. And that will burn, that chunk there will burn for, it'll give you a good 20 seconds, 30 seconds of solid burn time like that. And if you can finesse that into a tinder bundle, nurture it and give it just the right amount of air, you can create fire. We'll show you that in another video outside because I don't feel like breathing that smoke inside my house. Thanks for watching.